What's up, guys? Gonna work on the map a little bit, the 1X. Just figured people always want to see me do it and watch me work on the map, so I figured, hey, why not? I'll stream it. It's been requested several times, so figured I'd just get on here and ask questions, or answer questions, I should say, while I'm working on it for you guys. Thanks for all the comments and all that. So this is the 1X that I'm working on currently. 19, or I should say UMRV 19 is ready to go for the most part. Just waiting on some of the triggers and sell points and things like that to work for FS19. But it should be coming out here soon. What's up, Az? Oh, where did I leave off? I got so much to do on this map. This looks like a good point to start. Do I take ideas? It all depends, man. You can definitely shoot me an idea and I'll tell you if I'm willing to consider it. I get a lot of requests for different maps. I definitely know some modders that can make cab over trucks. Now, the question is, are they willing at the moment? With 19 just coming out, there's a lot of people that are, wanting to get some of the mods from 17 in, and so I think most of the guys I know, that's where they're focused, is kind of getting that stuff ready. A 97 F250 350. I have a buddy working on I believe it's a 90, 93, 94, somewhere in there. Looks pretty good. He's got it at 19. I don't know if it's going to be released to the public or what his plans are with it, though. Painting in some weeds here. What's up, Tim? What have you been up to? Jeff, UMRV had a trucking company headquarters in there over on the Wisconsin side. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything similar on any of these newer maps, but it's definitely doable. Yeah, East Texas, I know it's a 90s body style. I want to say it was like a 93, but yeah, they're definitely similar. I don't know the exact year that it is, though. And like I said, I don't know if it's going to be released to the public or what the intentions there are. I just know he's working on one. Tim, definitely, man. Are you, any plans for any 19 stuff, Tim? Jeff, I will definitely bring that up to him. Right now, I know there's a lot of I don't know the best way of saying this, but there's a lot of people right now that are not really looking for or wanting to release public mods at the moment because there's a lot of issues with the community in 17. So I'm not sure what their plans are. I usually like releasing the majority of my stuff that I do myself, but not all of it. Tim, I will say that graphic-wise, it's actually a lot better. But yeah, there's definitely some issues with 19 as far as making maps. So it's going to be a little more complicated, at least at the beginning. But I'm sure people would love to see that map in 19. Every time I get somebody that says that their two favorite maps are always yours and UMRV. Lord Thunder Monkey, if that could be any more truer, man. There's a lot of people that just cannot be pleased, and they love to let us know that. Nothing's ever perfect. Yeah, I am too, man. I have some opinion, or I don't know. I guess I'm kind of curious. They hired, one of the Realsimus guys, and they were the ones that made Seasons, and he works for Giants now. And some people don't realize that Realsimus is a group of people, so not all of them work for Giants. But obviously with them hiring him, I think there was a lot of people, that were thinking, oh, great, Seasons is going to be implemented in 19. I almost think it's going to be maybe a DLC. That's just my guess. But I mean, it'd be cool if it wasn't. Maybe it comes out in an update, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see a soil mod and Seasons maybe as a DLC to 19. But it would be nice to see. Definitely could use it. They need to figure out the sun though in 19 first. It's a little goofy. Super bright. Before they start messing with Seasons, they need to make sure the sky and the sun and everything is working out okay. Tim, not tons. The sale points are way different, at least at the moment. Everything's done as a placeable, so you can't, I mean, I shouldn't say you can't, but right now it's extremely difficult to script some things into the map that was pretty much standard practice in 17. So now you have to do it a little differently. Doors and lights, stuff like that. I still personally, I have not gotten it figured out. I can do it like in a placeable, but I haven't been able to figure out how to script it into the actual map itself. So if I bring a building in as a placeable, I can make the doors and lights work, but if I try to script it into the map itself, it doesn't work. So that's gonna take some figuring out, but I'm sure there'll be a solution to it. Yeah, Jeff, I'm sure there'll be some trucks coming. I mean, no matter what, even if the one that we were just talking about doesn't get released publicly, I mean, there's always going to be somebody that's willing to do some trucks. I am sure. Seems to always be the kind of going thing there. Everybody wants trucks. I think people like trucks better than they like tractors in this game. So I haven't quite figured out where I'm putting sell points in this map yet. This is just a little 1x. I'm just trying to get it done so that we have something to play on, because I cannot play on those stock maps. They're just horrible. And to me, 90% of playing a game like this is the environment that I'm in. And I need something that looks realistic. So I'm trying to get this 1x done real quick. And it's kind of taking priority over UMRV and some other maps just to get it out, because this is going to be easier. I've only been working on this map for probably 3 or 4 days, and it's just about done. Just kind of putting some finishing touches on it right now, you know, kind of decoration type stuff, and then I got to figure out where I'm going to put sell points, and then we should have a 1x map to play on. This is one of those sell points that just kind of floating here for now. I haven't officially figured out where it's going. Tim, absolutely, man. Catch you later. Lord Thunder, any of the maps I release, they always go on my Facebook page. If you go over to the Facebook page, there's a pinned post at the top of the comments section, or the posting section, and that's where I put all my stuff. I'm sure eventually it'll get put out on ModHub and other places. Somebody always seems to enjoy to do that. It kind of bothers people that make the mods, because we like to track how many people download it, and it's hard to do that when you guys are downloading from other websites. But I don't make too much of a deal about it. I get it. It happens. Some people get bent out of shape over it. I don't really care. I'm not doing this for any monetary gain or anything. So, you know, as long as you guys enjoy the map, I know who made it. If you download it from a different site, so be it. Jeff, I plan on definitely releasing some more maps this go around. 19's kind of, I don't know, interested me, gotten me kind of kicked back into it. I got to the point towards the end there, you know, a couple months ago. I just needed a break. It gets kind of tiring. I mean, I really appreciate how many people enjoy UMRV, but there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that a lot of people don't see. I mean, I get messages just constantly, and some of them are really great, you know, messages, and people that kind of offer their encouragement and support. But there's a lot of people that are just, you know, they kind of pick you apart and just drive you nuts. And every so often you just need a break. And so I was kind of giving it a break, waiting. I knew 19 was coming out. I wanted to kind of see what 19 was going to offer before I got too far along, because I mean, this is a lot of work. It really is, especially once you get into the scripting and all that. And I just wanted to kind of see where we were going to be at with 19 and what was going to be capable in 19 before I got too far along. So took a couple months off, enjoyed some other video games for a little while, and I still am enjoying those video games, and I still will, but but I'm definitely going to be doing some 19 stuff. Oh, I appreciate that, Lord Thunder Monkey. You know, that's the stuff that keeps me going. Just knowing that people are enjoying it, and I know that the farm sim community can be harsh. I've been in it since 9. I haven't been publicly releasing things until 17, but you know, I've been playing the game since 09, and you know, I was one of those people that was frustrated that there's so many good maps and mods out there that just never get released. And although now that I'm kind of in the ballpark where I'm one of those guys that kind of now understands the frustrations, but at the same time, you know, to me it's worth it. It's worth it to get it out there and let people enjoy it. What's the point of making these if only a couple people are going to ever get to see them? So I don't release everything. Obviously I have some things that I keep to myself, or just my small group of friends that I trust the most, but I try to release as much as I can. Alright, I'm almost done with these weeds here. The other side of the map already has them done. I actually had this finished a couple nights ago and forgot to save it, and Giants crashed on me and I had to start over. Some people would probably think I'm crazy for even doing this, but it's these little tiny details that add a lot to the map. Make it look realistic while you're in there playing. So what kind of things would you guys like to see in a map for 19? It's one good thing about having a new version out. We can kind of start over, start fresh, come up with some new ideas, some new maps, new mods. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I don't know if that's going to be doable in 19 or not, but it would be neat. just wish they would get some terrain that actually works. You know, there's so many farming games out there where you actually have terrain that moves with your tires and things like that. And I just think that Farm Sim is definitely lacking in those aspects of the game. Or like Tim was saying earlier, you know, having a soil mod, things like that. You can't call it a farming simulator if all we do is drive a tractor. There's a lot more to farming than just that. Jeff, I definitely appreciate it, man. I just try to go for realism. That's what I'm all about. And I like I said earlier, these stock maps that Farm Sim comes up with, I just don't get it, man. Nothing realistic about them. Alright, I think that's it for the weeds. At least for now. This section I'm kind of holding off on. I'm gonna do some things there. I still got to put some sell points in this map, and I still have another farm to do. That's why there's some stuff kind of floating around here. Yeah, Jeff, I'm sure there'll be, I don't know, it seems like the modding community is getting better and better each year. So, I mean, I think there'll definitely be some realistic maps coming out on 19. Just got to give it some time. Right now, there's a lot to learn. Every time Giants switches these games over like this, they do things so differently each time, and it takes us a little while as map makers and modders to kind of learn the new structures and file systems and whatnot. And so I typically don't buy a new Farm Sim until it's been out for a couple months for that reason. But I guess I got tricked into getting 19 early. There was just a lot of people were asking for it, and so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna get on at the beginning instead of waiting a couple months before I start tinkering around with it. I will say with 19, they've given us a little better features for making maps. So I mean, we're going to be able to make them more realistic right out of the box without doing as much work to them. So that's going to be good news. So hopefully you'll see some more realistic maps. There are parts of that area that are finished off, and before the 19 version comes out, I want to get the rest of it completely finished off. I would say the UMRV 19 version is about probably 85 to 90% done. For the most part, things are placed and things are done. It's just I need to get some some scripting and stuff in the map that there really isn't. It's not available at the moment for 19, so it's going to take a little while before that stuff becomes available and I can start implementing that stuff. I don't want to release UMRV as a unfinished version 19 with doors that are stuck open, things like that. I want to wait until I can get that thing polished off and really a good map. So that's why I'm working on this one right now, just so that we have something that we can kind of enjoy and play on that's a little more realistic than the stock maps, and then that'll give me some time to kind of work on UMRV. What's up, Punka? So now I'm just going to add some bushes, kind of finish this look off. Make these waterways look a little more alive. I feel like Bob Ross right now. And you guys have been around long enough. If you remember Bob Ross when or I think that was his name. The painter guy. He was on like PBS. I'm gonna paint this little tree right here and put some grass over here. You know, I'm also looking to really try to grow my presence in 19 on YouTube and things like that too, guys. So if you have any ideas for videos that you'd like to see, you know, streams that you'd like to watch, definitely give me some comments here and let me know, because I really want to cater to what you guys want to watch. And if you guys enjoy watching me make these maps, definitely let me know so that I know I'm not boring you. And if you'd rather see something else, you know, don't hesitate to let me know. I'm trying to kind of get my modding friends together and say, look guys, you know, let's do 19 differently. You know, 17, there's a lot of issues in the modding community. Let's make 19 a different system. Let's get out there and do some cool things for the community, and maybe we can help turn this around. And so I'm hoping we can kind of use this YouTube channel as a way to do that and bring you guys some really cool stuff, not just maps. What's up, Trauma Medic? Yeah, I was kind of wondering that same thing, man. I think the inside joke was that the deer they were talking about were John Deere. I'm pretty sure that's what they were referring to when they kept saying there was deer in the map, but I haven't seen them. So if you guys see a deer running around, let me know. Try to catch it on video. What do you guys think about the wildlife that they have added, the birds and stuff? Was it worth the sacrifice of them working on other things to put the birds in? It's kind of ironic that they basically eliminated animals other than, implaceables. I mean, I get it, they're still there. But they really took a lot away from the animals when they did that, and yet they added some other animals that are kind of natural to the map, which, I mean, it's a cool feature, but it's kind of ironic that they stripped down the in-game animals, or the ones that we actually use and work with, and made them a little less realistic, and yet they added some real animals, or some wildlife. It's kind of weird. It's definitely a neat touch, though. It makes the game feel a little more alive. The sounds, you can hear the kind of the birds and woodpeckers in the woods and things like that. It's kind of neat. Tom, thanks, man. It's nothing too special, just a 1X, and there's not a whole lot of crazy stuff going on with it, which is good. It'd be a good map to get out and just kind of be able to enjoy. Kind of help tide people over until UMRV gets released. And I'm also working on another 4X map. I've got the train pretty much done. I might show you guys here in a minute. Just the train that I've got done on it. But that one's going to obviously be a lot more work than this one. This is a lot easier to do a 1X and just get it ready. Got those. This is the other thing I kind of noticed with 19. I don't know if you guys noticed if you've played 19, but there's no wires going to these poles, which makes it a lot easier for us mappers, but it's kind of weird. They must have upgraded the countryside here. It's all underground now. Thanks, Paige. Oops. Kinda messed up there. So what kind of sell points would you guys like to see? This map doesn't have any yet. Still kind of debating what I'm going to put in. Which one, man? I've got this one in here right now. I don't know exactly where I'm going to put it yet. It's probably going to end up somewhere over here. That's why I've got it sitting here, but I know there's a couple of them. They all look pretty much similar to this. I'm gonna save this up and go into the game and check it out. I like to kind of go bounce back and forth between the game and Giants just to see what everything's looking like. So you guys will get to see the in-game version of it here shortly. Just give me a second to get it going. just zipping that up so we can go in game and check it out. %. We're almost there. Alrighty. Start up Farm Sim. So what are you guys liking about 19? Anything you like better than 17? Just setting up a different screen here so you guys will be able to see it. Alrighty, there we go. Sorry about that. It took me a little while to get that set up. Yeah, Paige, I agree, man. Farm Sim always does that. They always put these weird ramps. Those of you that live in Europe, do they have those set up that way over there or something? I haven't named this map yet. I have no clue what I'm going to name it. If you guys have any ideas, shoot them at me, because I'm running out of ideas. I can see they definitely have not improved the loading times on some maps. This one's got a little extra in it right now. When we're making maps, we always have a lot more files in the maps than when we actually release them. so this will shrink quite a bit in size. That's also kind of why it's taking a little while to load. Let's get some things set up over here on my other screen real quick. Alright. So let's check this out. As you can see there, I don't have my career points set yet. So go ahead and lease this. Seems to be the quickest vehicle that we can get around, and it's agile enough to make it everywhere. So this will be one of the farms. Kind of come down here, got a little cattle area. So this is all pasture for the cows. Just going to take a quick little drive around, make sure everything looks good that I just did. Sometimes you don't notice stuff in Giants Editor, and you got to kind of get in the game to see where you messed up and go back in and fix it. So as you can see, there's definitely terrain on this map. It's not too crazy, but some rolling hills and waterways, not flat, definitely not square fields. Hey, there's some of those birds. Still have a bunch of stuff floating in the sky, but that's alright. That stuff will get taken care of. Paige, this is the kind of map you like? Yeah, I've had a lot of requests for 1X maps. That's why I'm kind of trying to get this one out there. I know, one of the biggest complaints about UMRV is it's too big, and it's pretty intense to run on a lot of computers. There's a lot of objects and things that have to load up, and not much I can do about all of it. I can fix some of those things, but a lot of it's just the size and the amount of objects. So I had a lot of people ask for a 1X map that would be a little easier to run on computers. Oh, forgot to put bushes in here. Yeah, I'm gonna add some stuff there. This does have some tree areas, as you can see, not very many. Not sure how I feel about the 19 trees yet. They're starting to grow on me. Woo there. Good old farm sim driving physics. Still using my keyboard and mouse. I've not been able to get my controller set up for this game yet, but hopefully eventually I will. Oh, there went a stop sign. This little road here takes us to the other side of the map. The hills over here are a little less, dramatic, kind of more gradual. Eventually there'll be a farm over here as well. I just haven't decided exactly where I'm going to put it. But it'll be somewhere on this side of the map. All the waterways they all feed into drainage ditches, and then they all feed into the creek. So try to make that as realistic as possible. Alan, are you talking about this map here? Oh, gotta fix that. See, this is what I mean. In Giants, you don't see stuff like this, so you got to kind of get down in here and drive around in the map to find these little errors. Oh, there. Something in the road. Huh. Wonder what that is. I'm gonna have to go back and find that. Wow. Something there too. Got an invisible wall. Wonder what's there. The Davenport, Iowa map, huh? Yeah, I'd be willing to help you on it, man. Wow, there's definitely something does not want me to go over there. I wonder if one of my map borders came over here. Yeah, I mean, Davenport, you definitely have kind of similar area to UMRV. UMRV would just be a little bit north of Davenport, where I based that map off of. Alan, this map is going to be released here shortly. It's about, I'd say maybe, I don't know, 90% done. I just need to, right now I'm finishing up the foliage and terrain, which I'm pretty much done now. Got a couple little areas I need to touch on. I need to add one more farm to this side of the map over here in these fields. And then I need to put some cell points in. I haven't quite figured out where I'm going to put those yet. And then this map's done. I've been working on it for about 4 days now. So 4 days ago, this was a flat blank map with nothing on it. So I would say give me another couple days, and then maybe a couple days of testing, make sure everything works, and then I'll try to get it out. I definitely like the shadows in 19. The shadows are definitely a lot more realistic, look cooler. I don't like the sun though. It's like no matter what time of day it is, it's almost like fog, that wherever you look towards the sun there's this really bright haze. So I'm going to cruise back over here to the, well, if I can make it. Forgot to check on one thing over at this farm, and then I'm going to get back in Giants Editor and keep on going. Actually, while I'm waiting to do that, hang on just a second. I'm going to get my other 4X map I was telling you guys about earlier. I'm going to get that thing up and going. Takes a little while to open. That way I can show you that map as well. Okay. Oh, I just got kicked out of Giants here. There we are. It's in Seneca, Wisconsin. Cool. I don't know much of the towns and counties in Wisconsin, but I'm assuming that's probably just on the other side of that area. Got to get these doors figured out as well. I think when I release this map, the doors are gonna be stuck open for now until we get doors and lights working. Right now you can drive through them, but not very realistic. I've probably asked you this before, but what kind of trees did you guys grow there? Okay. I'm going to get us back into Giants Editor here. And this is not the map that I was wanting to load. So we're going to close that one. Hang on just a second. Let me get this 4X loaded up in Giants Editor so you guys can take a look at it. Alrighty, so I needed to fix a couple things I noticed. Over here. Okay. We gotta add some bushes. And then I need to find out what is causing the problem over here. We had like an invisible wall. And there's nothing there. So when in doubt, you just select everything. Yep, that's what I was thinking. So it's going to be my map border there. So I'm going to have to fix that, but I'm not going to do that right now. Pines and maple. Huh. So did you guys like sell those trees then? I mean, like, were they small trees that you guys sold to people, or what did you guys do there? I keep opening the wrong map. That wasn't it either. Alright. So we're going to work on getting another farm put in and some sell points put in. Trying to decide where I'm going to put this farm. We were going to put it right here with the silo. That's why the silo is sitting there. But it's pretty steep right here. Should kind of be neat to have the farm there. I mean, it makes it unique, but I don't know if I would want my farm there in real life. Alright, I've got that other map open. I'm going to switch my screen over here real quick. And just give me a second. Alright, so here's the 4X that I'm working on. So we're going to have a dam here on this road. This will all be kind of wooded hills. All the areas that are brown will be trees. Gonna be a nice reservoir back in here, a lot of logging back here in the trees, and then we're going to have the rest of this all rolling hills, farmland. Get down in here and show you guys the river. Now I don't have any foliage or anything yet on a lot of this map, but got all the erosion and makes it look a little more realistic. And then there's a little creek that kind of winds back up this valley into the farmland. And then we get some little farm ponds. These will eventually be some farms at each one of these. So this will be my next project. This is going to come out after UMRV comes out. This will be 4X map number 2. Still haven't named it, so I'll figure out a name for it. But I'll kind of show you guys what I'm working on. Stone Valley. Don't you have a job that you're supposed to be at right now? He was in here last night when we were talking about putting the farm here. I think he really wants it here. Yeah, Paige, that one's going to be a big one. That's definitely several months out. That won't be done anytime soon. Well, Stone Valley, I feel special that you spend your lunch breaks with me. The COD Bros, the UMRV map is been converted to FS19. It's just not completely ready to be released yet, but it will be here soon. I'm waiting on a couple different things that 19's gotta get out to us first as mappers before I feel comfortable releasing that map, because I don't want to release it unfinished. But it has been converted over. Everything's in it. I got to do some foliage work to it and things like that, but for the most part it's getting there. So it's about 85% done. But yeah, it'll definitely be out on 19. This is just a 1X I'm working on real quick to get it out to the community so that we have something to play on. Because I cannot stand playing on those stock farm sim maps. So once we get this one out, then I will put my attention on UMRV again. What did I say it wrong for you, Stone Valley? Get that thing moved out of there. Cody, I didn't even hear you call, man. My phone's on silent though. I'm gonna get rid of this grass so I can kind of see the train as I'm working here, so we can put a farm in, so Stone Valley will be happy. Yay. You guys will kind of get to see how I do this terrain here. pretty steep. Raging, what's up, man? Just gonna give me an area to work with here. I'll do the train work here in a minute once we get some buildings put down on it. I've been pretty good, man. Just trying to get some stuff out there for the community so that we can actually enjoy this game that Giants gave us. Because right now it's kind of hard to do that with the maps that they provided. Alright, I need a house. Probably just going to go steal one of the 19 houses just to make it easy. Where are you at? Oh, there we go. There's some houses. Let's find one that kind of looks American. These are all like beachfront houses. That's what they look like to me. This is probably one of the closest ones we're going to find. That one's not too bad. It's small, but well, let's do that one. Where am I? There we go. So I'm actually going to cut this out, and then we're going to add another transform group down here. Call this Farm 2. Paste it in there, and I'm going to cut that out. And there we go. What is up with that goofy antenna? I don't know what kind of TV that guy has, but that is one crazy antenna on that thing. The no cable special, definitely. Stone Valley, this is where I need those wooden barns, man. Can make this an older farm. I'm gonna jump out of here and go to a different map, pull some objects off of it. You guys won't be able to see it. Yeah, I haven't got them in. I haven't got them in yet, though. Haven't tried them yet. The file that you sent me, is it is it an i3D, or are they still blend files? I'll download them real quick. You care if I show them on the stream? Alright. I'll pull them in here then and we'll check them out. Alright. Just downloading a file real quick, or getting it set up here. So let's go ahead and import these. See what they look like. Hopefully they're not huge. Put them in a transform group so I can move them around. Yeah, absolutely, man. That'd be cool to see. Raging. Look at that, Stone Valley. They're actually not too far off the size we need them to be. Just gonna move these apart a little bit so I can see what's all here. Awesome. Yeah, man, if you wanna put that down there, that'd be awesome. If it allows it. Look at the textures on this real quick and see what they look like. like them, Stone Valley. They're definitely going to work. Once we get them all wooden, they're going to look pretty cool. Nope, but thanks, man. I'm working on a 1X right now for 19, just so that we have a map to get out there and play. Nothing really too special about it, just kind of a Rolling Hills 1X map. And Stone Valley, who does a lot of modding, I kind of asked him for some assistance the other day in making me some pieces for barns. So he just sent those to me, and we're just checking them out. So it's kind of a cool system. Basically, you can kind of put these barns together however you want with all these pieces. So it gives you a lot of different options of what to do. So I'm just kind of looking at them. Alright, so for now, I'm going to move this off to the side though. Kind of sucks that there's a big giant concrete slab underneath this thing. And we'll make it work. Nepa, I cannot blame you there, man. I understand. I'm usually the same way. I was going to hold off on 19 for a little while, but I figured why not get started. But yeah, once some good maps come out and some good mods come out, I think for the most part we're gonna enjoy it. There's a lot of goofy things that they did with it that I don't necessarily agree with, but that's Giants. That's just how they are, so there's not much I can do about that. Get this smoothed back out, and then we'll have some area to work with here for this farm. find some buildings here. It's a pretty white building. I'll have to find the textures for it. Alright, let's try this again. Part of them came in. Get some nice royalty-free music going here. It's not so silent. So I'm waiting for another map to open. I've got this building in there textured, so I'm going to try to steal it from that one, and then we'll start putting some buildings down. Hey TJ, definitely quite a bit of work, but not as much as I was expecting. I mean, it's already pretty much there. It's ready to go for the most part. Stone Valley, you find me something better that's royalty free and I'll play it. That's not rap or techno. Little banjo and fiddle never hurt anybody, man. TJ, not really, man. Other than buildings, I kind of prefer doing the maps myself, really. Train work and stuff like that's what I enjoy. Plus, working on maps as a team really is kind of hard. You really gotta take turns doing things, and it just, I don't know, makes it difficult. Alright, let's see if that building's ready. Super chromed out. It's one of the things that 17 or 19 likes to do to 17 stuff. So if you ever bring something over and it's like this, just take the smoothness and the metalness off from the material and it should fix the texture. Stone Valley showed me this. Well, we almost have it all. A lot of pieces you gotta change over.